Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's February the 3rd, coming to you from Rink 3 at the Scotiabank Pond. The big matchup this afternoon features the visiting Humber Valley Sharks against the Duffield Devils. Duffield wins the face-off. Oosterhuis pushes it up. McDonald flips a backhand into the middle to Luca. Cohen races in. Luca sends it around to the far side. Just gets out of the zone. Oosterhuis sends it over to Leung. Now Humber Valley tries to come the other way. Squeezed out of the play there by Oosterhuis. He gets tripped up. Into the zone they go. A backhand up to Leung. Leung sends it up to Sells. They try and create a turnover. Now Leung, he turns up the ice. Reverses course, sends it back to Oosterhuis and across to Tennille Rodrigo. Tennille Rodrigo into the zone. He fires a shot. That one goes just wide of the net. Now deep in the corner they go. Foster in behind the net, comes out. Takes a look, goes to the far side. Harris Peru chips it in, just picked off there by the Sharks, and they come the other way. Now they come back, Westover. He retreats in behind his net and then sends it up to Foster. Foster to Sells. He headmans it over to Tennille Rodrigo. Elliott goes back for it. He flips it off the boards. And now Sells tries to push it up. It comes back into the zone. Harris Peru throws a backhand around the boards. It pushes out. Stewart tucks it in to make it 1-0. Bit of a broken play there, and the Sharks capitalize and throw it out in front and tuck it in just inside the post. 1-0 with 8:18 remaining here in this first period. Luca wins it back to Leung, back to St. John. St. John. Now they reverse course. Send it back. In that corner they are now. And it comes back out. Now Leung gains the zone, surrounded by Sharks there. Now they look to try and come out. Sells creates a turnover. Now Sells sends it back McDonald. He tries to lean into one, but that gets pushed back. Now Trenchman tries to get around Westover. Coleman grabs it. He gets pushed off. And now Oosterhuis up to Cohen. Cohen sends it up to Sells. Sells now gains his own, sends it back to McDonald. He tries to come in, and he fires one and finds the back of the net to make it 1-1. Duffield ties it up with 6:53 remaining in the period. Sells came in across the blue line, drew the attention, handed it off to McDonald. He cut into the middle of the ice and made it 1-1. Now they look to keep going. Oosterhuis sends it back over. Cohen grabs it. He chips it off the boards, tries to get it up to Sells. Sharks fire it back in. That's going to give them an opportunity to go back and set things up. Westover reverses it. McDonald in a bit of a puck battle. He sends it across to Cohen on the far side. Cohen tries to headman it up. Now McDonald, he skates in. Goes in behind the net. Fires it off the boards to Cohen. Cohen now looks to headman it up to Sells. Sells kicks it up to himself. Stays onside. Into the corner he goes. drawing all the attention. Now they look to try and come back out. Oosterhuis with a diving play, and Athos pushes it into the corner. Cohen now gets around at the blue line. They come back across, they fire a shot, and there's a big glove save by Athos with 5:43 remaining here in this opening frame. Luca and Holman on the draw. Luca pushes it back. Leung fires it up the boards. Now the Sharks look to try and keep it in the zone. Leung up the middle of the ice to Luca. He headmans it to Tennille Rodrigo. Tennille Rodrigo gains the zone, tries to drive in. In behind the net goes Luca. He sends it. And Tennille Rodrigo leaves it back for him. He gets it back, fires a shot just wide of the net. Picks up his own puck that went in behind the net. Now he's back, leaving it for Leung. Leung now in the corner. Couple of guys on him. They push it back around to the far side. Now the Sharks looking to try and get out of the zone. Chip it past Harris Peru. Leung goes back for it. Now Leung looks up the ice. Unable to get it. And just had to wait for the offside there. Looking to try and capitalize on spreading out the D on the far side. A great chance there. Have to keep an eye on it. 4:44 remaining in the period. Sells. Pushes it back to Westover. He throws it off the boards to Scoleri. Scoleri ties his man up, and it gets to Foster, but they chip it back out. Now St. John. St. John throws it across to Westover. Westover now with a little bit of time. Throws it up the middle of the ice. They create a turnover. Now they try and come in. St. John kicks that one aside with his foot. Now Sells. He's got a little bit of space. He headmans it just. Now Foster skates into it. Or sorry, Lansfield. Lansfield to Scoleri. Back. A great passing play between the three of those players. The goaltender was equal to the task there as he was able to keep it out of the net. Now they look to try and come around the zone. St. John pushes Elliott off the puck. Now Sells. Sells with a little bit of space. Comes up the ice. Splits everybody. Sends it back to McDonald. He fires a shot, and the goalkeeper wisely covers that one up with 3:43 remaining here in this opening period. Luca pushes it back. They skate into it. He sends one high and just over the net. Oosterhuis tries to chip it back, it just rolls off his stick. Now he sends it back. Now McDonald, he gains the zone, leaves it for Luca. Luca back to McDonald. He tries to throw a backhand through the crease. Now they look to try and come back around once again. The Sharks briefly have it. Cohen, he creates a turnover, has the puck in the corner. He reverses course for Luca. They look to try and come around, but Luca stops that one up. Now they bring it back. Leung grabs it. Leung fires a low shot. That just misses everybody and goes wide of the net. McDonald sends it back to Oosterhuis. He throws it back into the far corner. Luca looks to create a turnover in there. A couple of Sharks go down and it comes to him. Now he's back in. Sends it across. Cohen with a great attempt there. McDonald fires one just over top of the goal. Tender and out the other side it goes. Now they chip it off the wall and get it around. Leung. Now they look to get it up. McDonald just misses that one. Now they come back around. Sells and Leung in there. They look to create the turnover. Sells chips it around. They go to the far side. Sells using his skates. They come back. Leung now. He fires one off the boards to Foster. Foster chips it up to Sells. Sells looks good. And on the opposite side of the ice, Tennille Rodrigo was doing everything he could to straddle that blue line. Unfortunately, I think a skate just came off the ice, and that was an offside. They set it all up once again. Trying to push it forward. Westover, he quickly turns, fires, gets it to Sells. Sells now, takes a look, throws it up to Foster. He chips it. Tennille Rodrigo skates into it. He sends it back to Foster. Foster tries to get one. A quick shot off by Riley Foster, and the goaltender kicks that one out. Now Westover looks to send one up the ice. Foster pushes that around. Harris Peru creates another turnover at the middle of the ice. Now they try and come back out. Foster and Sells. And now we're going to have no icing, they say. Now they come back down. Holman tried to get across, but Harris Peru stops him up. Now they come the other way. Luca in the corner. Now it comes back. Luca sends it into Lansfield. They just misconnect, and now the Sharks try and come the other way. In the zone they come. Leung. Johnny Leung is so fast, the camera operator having a hard time keeping up with him today. Scoleri in the corner. Goes back to Leung. Leung now sends it to Scoleri. Elliott tries to push Scoleri off the puck, and he just fires a backhand out, tries to split the D, but St. John holds it in the zone. Scoleri turns and fires, and then he tries to fire another one. That one just goes wide of the net. They send it back. Leung now, he fires one. That goes off a shin pad. Now they try and come the other way. This time they send it down the ice. The buzzer sounds, and we're going to skate into the second period with a 1-1 tie between these two quality teams. As the season winds down here between all these teams of the GTHL, only a handful of games remaining. Teams are trying to set the stage for the playoffs and seeding. Fox, and I'm in there, the linesman today. Marquez is the referee. Sells and Stewart on the draw. Sells wins it back to Westover. Chips it up. Now Stewart, he grabs it on the wall, tries to throw it back down and around. That forces Oosterhuis back for it. He chips it up to McDonald. McDonald, surrounded, sends it back to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis headbands it for Cohen. Cohen now with a little bit of space. He drives in, Sells races in, and the goalkeeper covers it up. So, right in your living room they come here for this. Sells pushes it back to Westover. He skates in, fires one across. McDonald just misses that, sends it back to Oosterhuis. He fires a shot. That goes off a stick. Now McDonald, he sends it back to Cohen. Cohen tries to get it in. Now they come back the other way. They try and chip it around. Oosterhuis, he's got one back. Oosterhuis to Sells. A quick little turnover there. And now it comes out to the other side. Westover fires it back in. And the Devils make a change. Now they look to come out, the Sharks, and up the ice they go. It comes back over. Harris Peru now. Harris Peru sends it back across to Leung. Leung, he fires one, tries to hit Tennille Rodrigo, and he spins from his knees, grabs the puck briefly. Harris Peru follows it up, fires it back into the zone. Fox goes back for it. Fox now from behind her net, fires it up to McBride. Now they send it back around. Luca grabs it. Luca leaves it for Harris Peru. He fires one, that goes off a shin pad in behind the net. Now Tennille Rodrigo grabs it. Tennille Rodrigo. Now the Sharks try and fire it back down the ice. Leung goes back for it. He fires it around the boards. Up the ice they come. Now Luca looks to put pressure on them. They try and cut him off. Foster creates a turnover. Jacobs is right there. Referee says that one is offside. Sells. Now St. John. He fires it up. Hits Lansfield. Lansfield chips it in. Jacobs goes back with Scoleri all over him. Scoleri almost comes away with it, but they throw it around the boards. Westover holds it in. He fires one just wide of the net. Scoleri was looking for a tip on that one. This time it comes back out. Westover grabs it, chips it up the boards. Wang tries to push it forward. Now Holman grabs it. Comes back around. Lansfield up to Sells. Sells in the zone. He's got some space. Gregory Sells takes a look. Sends it to Scoleri. Scoleri sends it back out in front. St. John chips it back into the corner. Lansfield. Now Westover. He turns. Sends it up to Sells. Just out of his reach. Now it comes back. Westover. Westover. McDonald picks it up, sends it back. Cohen. Cohen fires one on net. And a big save by the goalkeeper as Cohen was coming right downtown. Had Sells as a decoy there. A great play by everybody. Now it comes back. Luca. Elliott. He skates into it, pushes it off the boards. Now Harris Peru. Harris Peru sends it back. McDonald. He gets around a couple. He's got space. He sends it back to Cohen. Luca gets tied up. Now Harris Peru. Harris Peru in the corner. And Elliott throws that one out and down the ice. It's gonna go for icing here. And with that whistle, we've got an even 11 minutes remaining in the period. Sells back to Harris Peru. He fires it around. Foster chips it back up. Now sits behind the net. Foster grabs it, leaves it for Sells. Sells is in the corner. Sends it back out. Everybody loses sight of that. Sells chips it to himself. Now he's got some space. He sends a centering pass, and the Sharks push that one out. And down the ice they go. Keeping them to the outside. They try and keep it in. That hits a body. And it just gets out of the zone. Now Lemaire fires one, and Oosterhuis blocks that. Now Sells sends it across, just gets caught up there by Smith. Now Sells chips it in deep. Tennille Rodrigo looks to race after it. Now Elliott. Elliott comes up the ice, tries to shield the puck. That one gets blocked. Athos and Yadis covers it up and then leaves it. St. John clears it out of the way. And now Luca off to the races. Matthew Luca tries to split everybody. The puck's glued onto his stick there, follows him into the corner. Now he tries to chip it back into Scoleri. And now Lansfield moves into the middle. Scoleri tries to catch up to that one. Now Fox comes away with it. Fox eludes everybody and sends it up to Smith. Johnny Leung hits Matthew Luca. Off the boards, Scoleri tries to chase the D back into it. Now Fox sends it up the middle of the ice. Just off of Stewart's stick. Sells. He gets tripped up. And with 9 minutes remaining now, Leung comes skating out of his own zone with it. Johnny Leung. He looks to gain some space. Keeping him to the outside, he sends it into the back. They briefly turn that one over. And now McDonald, he's got to be back on it. And we got a turnover there. And with 8:37 remaining, it is now a 2-1 game. McDonald was probably going to go off for tripping, and the puck bounced out. And they tuck it into the back of the net. Fox chips it off the boards. They fire one in, it goes wide of the net. Now in behind the net, there's Peru. Headmans it up to McDonald. McDonald throws it across. Now Cohen looking for a little space, tries to get around the field. They're all against the wall here. Looking to see who comes away with it. Westover fires one. Into the corner it goes. McDonald sends it back to Harris Peru. Back to McDonald. McDonald with a little space. Tries to get it across. That goes off a stick. And now they come the other way. Harris Peru hits Cohen on the far side. Cohen takes a look. And the goalkeeper covers it up with 7:36 remaining here in this second period. 2-1 for Humber Valley. Scrambled draw to Neil Rodrigo. Pushes it back in. Foster grabs it behind the net. Foster takes a look. Now he comes back. Foster sends it back. Oosterhuis fires one. That goes off a body or two. Elliott controls that and tries to come out. Now Leung chips it off the board into the middle of the ice. Stewart pushes it deep into the zone. Johnny Leung goes back for it. He reverses course once again. Comes out Jacobs, tries to keep it in. And on the wall it is. Now the McBride in behind the net. Oosterhuis pushes that back into the corner to keep it out of harm's way. Now Jacobs turns, pushes it back. They're looking to try and peel it off the boards. But we've got an offside as there was a line change happening with the Sharks. So with 6:39 remaining here in this period, Wang throws it up to Smith. Now they chase in deep. Now they come the other way. Johnny Leung gets around one. He's got some space. Johnny Leung into the zone, leaves it for Scoleri. He fires one. Leung chips that one just wide. Now Lansfield sends it back out. Oosterhuis throws it back into Scoleri in the corner. Scoleri sends it back. Tingley tries to get it out of the zone. Sells follows that up and covers it up. He sends it back to Leung. Leung reverses it. Now they send it back. Rooster Heights now. Gains the zone. Lansfield sends it back to Scoleri. Scoleri fires a shot just wide of the net. Fox grabs it, gets it out of the zone. Referee says no icing. Westover goes back for it to Sells. Sells. Now it comes back out. Westover. He's got some space. Westover fires when that goes off Fox's foot and into the corner. Now he looks to reverse course. Elliott and McDonald. Elliott shields the puck, sends it around the other side. Westover hits McDonald, rolls off his stick. Now he's back in the corner with Elliott. Elliott fires it around the boards to Trenholm. Trenholm now tries to get out. Cohen makes them make a play. Now St. John goes back for it, pushes his man off the puck. Matheson, Yanish covers that one up as it snuck out. Now pushes back Matheson, Yanish with another big glove save. Look to set it back up. On the wall it goes. Leung grabs it. He fires it around the boards. That one's going to go for icing. No icing, says the ref. Lemaire tries to push it around. Elliott looks to push it past McDonald. Holman pushes that one off Petrovsky's skate. Now Elliott pushes it back out. Harris Peru leaves it for Leung. Johnny Leung with a little bit of space. Gains the zone. Leung takes a look in behind the net. Now Cohen. Now they look to try and get it off the boards. Deep down in there, we got another icing. .339 remaining here in this frame. A tight checking affair between these two teams. Now Foster, he grabs, tries to regroup, sends it back to Sells. Sells fires one just wide of the net. Smith tries to grab it and send it back out. Sells reverses course, sends it back into the zone. Now this time they chip it up and down the ice. Leung is in a bit of a foot race for it, but he wins that battle. And now Johnny Leung with a couple of sharks on him sends it back to Harris Peru. Harris Peru now in behind his net. Comes back out. The Sharks apply some pressure, try and create a turnover. Leung headmans it, and now Foster comes away with it. Riley Foster, he comes down, sends it in. Teneo Rodrigo, it's kept in there. Now Foster, he grabs it, drops it, and now we got a pushing match in front of the net. Feats of strength, so to speak, in front of the net with 2:45 remaining. Foster with a great play there, showing off his baseball skills as he reached up and caught that one, dropped it to his feet, turned and fired, but the goaltender was equal to the task. Cohen pushes it in. Lansfield sends it back to Westover. Chips it back to now. Lansfield, great try there. Tried to kick it up to his stick. Now Rooster Heiss goes back for it. He eludes his man in behind the net. Rooster Heiss headmans it to Scoleri. Scoleri gets around one. A little bit of space. Now they skate into it. Cohen tries a centering pass. That goes off a skate, and the goaltender wisely covers it up. With 2:14 remaining in the period. Sells sends it back to Westover. He moves in, sends it back. Sells just misses that one. Now McDonald sends it back. Rooster Heiss and McDonald. Now McDonald tries to send. He misses everybody in the slot. Tingley grabs it. Tries to come up the board. Sells tries to push him off it. Now Westover. He reverses course, pushes it back out. And now they come away with it. Luca tries to push it up. Now Sells looks to elude his man. Sends it up the boards. Fox is going to grab that one. Goes back, bounces it off the boards. Fox. McDonald tries to create a turnover there. Luca now sends it back in. Now they come back to the point. St. John fires one. McDonald tips that one. And into the back of the net it goes to make it 2-2. A howitzer of a shot by St. John, and it's redirected in front. Makes it 2-2. Once again, maybe that'll give them some life. 1:22 remaining in this period. A number of players in front. Sells, McDonald, all causing confusion. St. John with about a 75-mile-an-hour bomb on the ice, and it's redirected past the goalkeeper. Now, Tenio Rodrigo looks to send it up front. Cohen looks to redirect it. A great attempt there. Now Cohen and Foster in there, creating confusion. Elliott skates away with it. Elliott fires it around the boards. Tenio Rodrigo cuts it off. Now Cohen sends it into Tenio Rodrigo. Pedro Tenio Rodrigo has a handful of sharks on him. He's in the aquarium there, getting surrounded for sure. Now Cohen and Tenio Rodrigo. Foster joins the fray. Foster looking to come away with it. He's helping out. This is an aggressive forecheck. This shift by these three. They try and bring it out. St. John tries to hold it in. Leung comes away with it. Johnny Leung reverses course. He's got some space. Johnny Leung now with some space. Sends it back to Tenio Rodrigo. He fires it. Just tipped wide of the net. That's the way you want to end a period, folks, with a ton of pressure in the Sharks zone. And now we're going to skate into the third with these teams tied at 2. Mello and Athasaniadis playing great between the pipes for these two teams today. And the Sharks break. Sells, Lansfield, and Scoleri up front. Harris, Peru, and Westover on the point to start the third. Fox pushes the puck back. Now the Sharks try and fire it around. Westover goes back for it, sends it around to Scoleri. Scolari tries to chip it off the boards. Now Sells skates into it. Sells in behind the net, sends it up to Scolari. He tries to get it across. Holman grabs that. Athos covers it up quickly, and Sells chips it out of harm's way. Now they're looking to try and get it off the boards. Scolari, Westover, and the puck bounces out of play. Sean Shen grabs that one out of the air, hands it to Beta. Beta gives it to the referee and says, here, use that to play on. Cohen pushes the draw. Now Leung. Now they try and come back. Fox pushes it back forward. Cohen from deep in his zone takes a look. Leaves it for Oosterhuis. Back over to Leung. Back to Cohen. Cohen now headmans it to McDonald. He tries to send it across to Luca, and they just about get in. Now Leung comes back. Johnny Leung sends it back to Oosterhuis. It just bounces off his stick and goes back in behind. Now he tries to headman it. McDonald tries to chip it up to Cohen. Cohen tries to get it up and just runs out of space there. Now Trent Holm tries to get around Leung McBride, and now Luca, he reverses course once again. Now it goes to Leung. Leung sends it around the boards. McDonald, he tries to chip it off and out. Now Fox grabs it from her inside the Sharks zone. She comes up, sells on her, pushes it around. In behind Athos and Yadis it goes, and St. John. St. John sets it up now. Sends it to Foster. Foster tries to get it up. Petrovsky creates a turnover. Now they're in the zone. They center it, but St. John pushes it back out to Sells. Now Foster tries to chip it off the boards. They can't get it past Sells, and Oosterhuis is there. Oosterhuis simply gets it out and down the ice. The referee says no icing, as that might have hit something. So with 12:36 remaining here in the third period, now St. John gets it up to Tennille Rodrigo. Foster. Now Westover, he grabs it, fires it deep. That gives them a chance to make a bit of a change. And Tennille Rodrigo tries to flush the Sharks out of the other side. Now it comes back to St. John. He fires one, that goes off Smith's shin pad. They turn it over once again. Cohen, now Scolari. And comes back to Westover. Westover off the helmet of a player. Now it comes back out. Lansfield sends it up the middle of the ice. And the Sharks just fire it back into St. John. St. John, he sets it up, gets it to Lansfield. Lansfield sends it to Cohen. Cohen now with a little bit of space. Rear Cohen gets around a couple, just rolls off his stick and into the corner. Now he's in there. They're all tied up, trying to come away with it. And the Sharks kick it back out and around the boards. They reverse course. Down the ice it goes. Harris Peru grabs it. Harris Peru. It's over the red line and fires it in deep. Now the Sharks looking to try and set things up. Here comes Elliott, the big defenseman. He fires one off the side of the net. Now Sells. Leaves it for Leung. Leung now. He reverses course. Leung gets it up to McDonald. McDonald now. He's got some space. McDonald. He fires a shot. That goes off the glove of the goalkeeper, and Sells grabs it. He throws it around to Luca. Luca now takes a look. Sells tries to center it. Another great attempt now. Sells. Sells is back in there. Sells takes a look, gets it into Luca. It bounces. It comes back out. Oosterhuis to Leung. Leung to Oosterhuis. Now they take a look. They try and get it up to Luca. Holman creates a turnover. Now Leung with one man all over him. They send it back around. Leung sends it to the far side to Sells. Sells tries to chip it up. The Sharks with a great forecheck here, pinning them in their own zone. Now Sells comes away with it. Sells, he's got some space. Gregory Sells trips up as he gets across the blue line, sends it to himself. Now he comes in the zone to McDonald and in the back of the net. A great play by Gregory Sells as he came across, tripped up, drew all the attention to himself, and he found Parked on the back door for his third of the game into a yawning cage. McDonald with a goal. 9:26 remaining in the game. The Devils with their first lead of the day. Foster now looks to push it forward, and now Oosterhuis grabs it. Oosterhuis tries to get it out of the zone, but Petrovsky just holds it in. Now Taneo Rodrigo and Oosterhuis are in there. Stewart trying to push it forward. Now Cohen. Cohen looks to use his speed, chip it off, can't get it past Fox. Plays that one to a T. Now Stewart in the zone. And now Oosterhuis comes away with it. Oosterhuis using his speed, trying to draw everybody over. Sends it across to Foster, just out of his reach. The Sharks surrounded, but it comes back out. Westover from the right side of center. Throws it deep into the zone. Now they're back in there. This time they send it back out. Smith tries to grab it. Tries to headman it. Holman sends it in deep. Taneo Rodrigo. Smith pushes it back. St. John now with a little bit of time. St. John gets it up and it just gets out of the zone. Jacobs now looks to try and settle things down, send it across to Holman. Holman pushes it forward. Now Leung. Leung now looks to come up the ice. Johnny Leung now separates himself from everybody, sends it through, and the goaltender covers up the bottom half of the net. And Johnny Leung just ran out of a little bit of space there. Face off to the right of Mello. Now Sells grabs it and fires one off the crossbar. Now Scoleri takes a look, tries to send it across. Now Lansfield grabs it. Lansfield sends it back to Leung. Leung, he's got a little space, tries to get around everybody, but it rolls off his stick, and Scoleri pushes it into the corner. Now they try and come back out. St. John keeps it in the zone. Tries to get it across to Lansfield. A great attempt there. Now they just get it out of the zone. Lansfield sends it back. St. John fires it in deep. That gives them a chance to start making some changes. Now they look to try and come out of the zone, but and Elliott comes down the ice. Elliott with a couple of guys on him. And now McDonald tries to get it around Trenholm. Westover kicks that one forward. Now Harris Peru. Now McDonald comes away with it. McDonald, he gains the zone, fires one low. That one goes off a shin pad. Now they come back around the other side. McDonald from the corner takes a look. Gets it into Cohen. A hard shot there by Luca, and a big save by the goaltender with 6:23 remaining in the game. They push it back. McDonald gets it back to Harris Peru. That one just falls softly. Now Luca grabs it. Luca from in behind the net takes a look. Eludes everybody. Tries to get it around. Surrounded by the Sharks there. But he's able to keep it in the zone. Cohen and Luca hold it in. Now the Sharks kind of wave it Westover. Sends it back to Harris Peru. Harris Peru now. Headmans it to McDonald. He tries to chip it up. That hits his skate. Can't get it around everybody. Now Harris Peru helps him out. And this time it comes back. Cohen. They turn it over. Harris Peru grabs it. He goes for a skate in behind his net. Lemaire just overskates that one. And now it comes out. They push it off a couple of skates. And back down it goes. Now Harris Peru pushes it around the boards. Fox tries to get that one out of the zone. Sells and Foster on a 2-on-1. Sells pushes it across to Foster. Back to Sells. And he goes high off the crossbar and picking up the garbage. Pedro Tenio Rodrigo makes it 4-2 with 4:59 remaining. A 2-on-1 developed there with Foster and Sells. They had a great opportunity. Sells, for the second time of the day, hits a post or a crossbar. It comes back out and steaming down the slot. Pedro Tenio Rodrigo picks it up and chips it over the goaltender. Now they look to try and tighten things up here. It's on the far side. They come back across. Elliott looks to come around, drive the zone. Elliott into the corner, sends one across. Foster looks to just misses Tenio Rodrigo. That one's going to go for icing. I think a number of people were wondering if there was going to be an icing today, and you heard the Bronx cheer from one end of the arena. Sells on the draw. Leung fires that one off the glass. They keep it briefly, but now Sells has that one chipped off his stick. Now Oosterhuis from his own zone sends it up to Foster. Foster sends it back to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis over to Leung. Johnny Leung from his own zone. Now he sends it up to Tenio Rodrigo. Headmans it for Leung. Just rolls off his stick. Now they try and get it back out. Leung runs out of space. Referee linesman in the way there briefly. Now he sends it over to Tenio Rodrigo. Pedro Tenio Rodrigo finds Scoleri. Scoleri just almost had one there. Now it comes back out. Cohen, he drives in the zone. Rear Cohen causing havoc down there with a forecheck. Now they're trying to come out of the zone. Briefly, they send it back to St. John. St. John headmans it for Lansfield. Lansfield now tries to cut through a couple, but it rolls off his stick. Now the Sharks try and come in with 3 minutes remaining here in the period. Petrovsky gets pushed off by a great back check by Nathan Scoleri. And now it comes up. Lansfield chips it off everybody. And Scoleri gets it up to Cohen. Cohen tries to drive wide. The goaltender can't cover it up. Now Cohen looks to send it back to Lansfield. They disrupt that, fire it down the ice. And that is not going to go for icing as Holman raced back to get that. Smith now looks to fire one. Fox fires one just over the net. Now Scoleri's back there, chips it back around to reverse course to relieve some pressure. It comes back in. St. John sends it up. It gets out of the zone. And now the Sharks try and gain the zone. That's Jacobs back in the zone. Now they get it out. Sells deep in the zone. Gregory Sells looking to wind it up. Now he comes up. Sells. Leaves it for Luca. Luca back in. That one goes back around and comes back out. Harris Peru. McDonald to Sells. Sells fires one just wide of the net. A great attempt there. Now Leung keeps it in the zone. Luca tries to hold it in as well. And they just bump it out. Now Leung gains the zone. Johnny Leung. He fires one. That goes off a shin pad. Now they try and come back the other side. Up the ice they go. McDonald and Leung get back there and cover it up. Now Leung chips it off the boards. Elliott with one man offside. Can't do much there. Had to stop up. Harris Peru now. Harris Peru gains the zone. Deep into the zone. Harris Peru drives around the net. Killing valuable seconds. Sends it back to Sells. Sells just have it roll off his stick as he's stick checked there. Now he takes a look. Gets it back to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis tries to chip it up. And they chip it deep. 45 seconds remaining here in the late stages of the third. Now they send it around. Trent Holman rolls into the corner. Petrovsky's tripped up. And now they fire it down the ice. 25.3 seconds remaining in the game. The Sharks are going to call a timeout. And with 25.3 seconds remaining in the game, we'll have a timeout for the Sharks. Face-off's going to be to the right of Athos and Yanis. Duffield breaks first. Six Sharks come swimming off the bench. The net is empty. Coleman sends it back. Elliott fires one. That whistles wide of the net. McBride goes into the corner for it. Tries to leave it for Trenholm. Cohen and St. John happy just to kill a little bit of time. That one's going to go down the ice, and with 11 seconds even remaining, we have a face-off this time to the left of Athos. Cohen wins it. They send it back. They look to try and get it. They disrupt that play as it comes back. Elliott pushes Foster down. It hits Elliott. Now he's in the corner. And he takes a healthy swing at Foster, and the game is over. Duffield comes away with a 4-2 victory here this afternoon at the Scotiabank Pond. We want to thank you for tuning in, everybody, wherever you watched from. Good morning, good evening, good night. Elvis has left the building.